What's up, people? Mikey here, one man band. Sorry there's no face cam today. I didn't charge my phone and it is at like 10% right now. So if I use it, it's gonna die. So you guys will have to go without a face cam today. But anyway, in today's video, if you can read it on the top left corner, Nintendo Switch review. The Nintendo Switch is coming out in a few days, or it might be out now, I'm not too sure. But it's coming out either like in a few days or it's already out, I don't really know. But anyway, we're going to be watching our review and see if it actually is worth getting. Because I also know a couple things about the Switch already. Anyway, let's go watch this video.
Here it is, the Nintendo Switch. It's the company's first new console in almost 4.5 years, and it's a hybrid console, which means this thing right here is pretty much the entire thing. It can be docked so you can use it with your television, or you can take it with you wherever you go. It works really well. The docking and undocking takes just seconds. So I've been using the Switch on my commute every day, and it's awesome to be able to bring a huge game like Zelda Breath of the Wild with me wherever I go. And because it boots up,
Yeah, that's a good thing about the Switch, because it is portable. It's really easy to take around, bring with you. Say you're going on like a long trip, there's a long car ride. You can rely on the Switch to, play it. But the battery life, I don't think it lasts too long. So
quick, you're never really waiting around for loading times. Now, you're definitely going to need a case if you plan on bringing it around. So Nintendo sent me their official one that goes for $20, but there will be plenty more at launch from third-party manufacturers. So on a single charge, it's going to give you roughly 2.5 hours, and I've been getting about 3 with Zelda, but different games are probably going to give you different battery life.
And yeah, back to the battery. Yeah, 2.5 to 3 hours. That's not really a lot. I don't know if that's like on like highest settings or whatever, like highest brightness and stuff. But he said he was getting an average of 2.5 to 3 hours while playing Zelda. So not the longest, but not that bad. But also, like, the battery will probably wear out, and you'll only get probably like 2 hours playing Zelda. But we'll see how it is.
Overall, the Switch feels great. The screen is really nice. It's arguably the best build quality that's ever come out of Nintendo. And even the operating system is really clean, quick, and smartly laid out. Switch lets you play in a number of different ways. You can remove these Joy-Con controllers from the tablet and use them in the included grip, or just go commando in either hand. They need power too, but they last a while and charge when they're docked with the tablet. My biggest hang-up with these Joy-Con controllers are that they're really small. Now, I've got big hands, and they felt a little cramped when they're on the grip. Sometimes I wound up hitting buttons that I didn't really mean to.
Well, then again, that's just kind of everyone's own preference. People like big controllers, people like small controllers. Like, for example, I'll take like the Xbox One controller and the PS4 controller. For me, I have decently sized hands, but anyway, like the Xbox controller is just too big. I don't like it. I don't like the feel of it. But like again, like PS4 controllers, they're a lot smaller and just fits really comfortably in your hands. So if this is kind of like as small as the PS4 controllers, I think that would be enough for me.
Thankfully, there is this.
Yeah, then again, it's everyone has their own preference about the controller.
Pro Switch controller. It's the best way to play Zelda, but it's $70 damn.
Okay, $70. I guess you don't really need the controller though, unless you really want it.
You
You're
can
gonna
also
go like
use the Switch
hardcore
as a
with it.
tabletop monitor by propping it up with its kickstand. Now, the kickstand is not the best, and if you bump into
Yeah, that does not look very stable at all. Yeah, like one like little tick to the end, it's falling over.
the table it's resting on, it might fall over. It's really only going to work on a hard, flat surface. But more importantly, it's going to be tough playing a game further than like 2 feet away. Maybe other games will fare better, but you can't really read anything when you're that far away from the screen. It's tough imagining a few people.
Yeah, but I don't really know who anyone would do that. Like if you're gonna be playing like that close, might as well just use the whole thing. Unless you want to be 2 feet away, just hunched over, staring at the tiny screen. Do whatever you want, but you
Comfortably
don't
crowding
need to
around
do
this
that.
thing the way Nintendo had been pitching it. Also, you can't charge it when it's standing up. You're going to have to hold it in your hands.
Why would you have? Why would you have to hold that in your hands? That's stupid. How are you gonna charge it and play at the same time? You have to hold that big charger thing in your hands. Like it's gonna be very uncomfortable.
So while we're getting what's likely the best Nintendo launch game ever, we're also getting a fairly bare bones launch. Now, we're recording this a few days before Switch comes out, and right now there is no online features or virtual console to download legacy titles. We also don't.
Also about that those online features, we know a little bit about it. You're gonna have to pay. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for online. I'm not too sure how much it is, but I know you're gonna have to pay online. And just like PS4 and Xbox One, you'll get a free game every month. I think you only get one free game for the Switch. But here's the downside. That free game, it's only free for that month. So you get the game. You say it's a game you like. Oh yeah, I'll try it. You download the game, and you can play it for that month. It's only free for that month. So say you download like this month, and next month you want to play it, you can't play it. You're gonna have to buy it. So that's a big downfall. That's a very big downfall.
Know much about how the Switch's online service is going to work, but a preview for it is going to hit later on in March.
I wouldn't imagine the online features being that
there
bad.
aren't really any compelling games available at launch, but it is great to hear that Nintendo is working with independent developers and that there'll be up to 60 indie games for Switch by the end of the year. I mean, let's be honest, Zelda is the highlight here, right? Thankfully, though, it's amazing. But is it worth getting a Switch just to play it? I'm not sure. I mean, you're talking $360 to play the new Zelda game. Now, there's a lot we still don't know about Switch. I like this console a lot because it delivers on its hybrid pitch. There's a lot of potential here too, and I can't wait to play games like Super Mario Odyssey. But because there's still so much that isn't here, the games, the online, the apps, the virtual console, it's entirely reasonable to hold off on a purchase.
Yeah, and I agree with that last bit. Like it's not gonna on the release date, it's not gonna have the online. It's not gonna have many games. It's not gonna have a lot. So yeah, if you're planning on buying the Switch, I would hold off on it a little bit. Because like you buy the Switch, there's not really much you can do with it. So yeah. Anyway, Switch for me, I haven't been a very big Nintendo fan, so I the only like Nintendo game thing I ever had was the DS. So like the first DS, like the DS Lite, not like that 3DS stuff. Just and I also had the Wii, not the Wii U, just the original Wii. But anyway, I'm not a big Nintendo fan. I try not to be biased or anything, but Nintendo Switch, just give it some time, and I think it's gonna be up there, one of those must-have consoles. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, we did a kind of different video here. I kind of did like a review type thing. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Then perhaps I'll do more of these. Anyway, I'm the one man band. Peace
I ain't got no
out.
chill.